Hey everybody, welcome to a short video about Fallout 4. I don't have the internet to stream Fallout 4 or upload big videos of Fallout 4 right now. I would love to do that, but I can't. A lot of people are excited about Fallout 4 because they've been watching the TV show and they're asking, hey, how do I get started in Fallout 4? What kind of build should I go for in Fallout 4? And so the object of this video is to give you what I think is the best way to start Fallout 4 for someone who's never played it before, or someone who's never played a Fallout game before, someone who's looking to have a good experience starting off in this game in order to set yourself up for success. Now, Fallout, there are lots of different endings for the game. There are endings along the way for different stuff that goes on. So there are bad guys up there. That's why I'm waving my weapon around over there. So you can replay this game multiple times. But if you're just starting off, you're going to be coming out of the vault. You're going to be heading towards Sanctuary. That's your home where you created your character. So right about now, I will try to put up the starting build for the character. It should be 2 in strength, 3 in perception, 1 in endurance, 9 in charisma, 9 in intelligence, 2 in agility, and 2 in luck. You could take 1 point away from luck and put it into endurance if you wanted, but for the most part, that's how that goes. When you get to Sanctuary in your house, there's going to be a book. You can open it up. It'll give you an extra point to one of your skills, and I recommend putting that in perception, bringing your perception skill to 4. All right, here I'm going to show you what this character, level 81, has a special of. As you can see, our main skills are charisma and endurance. Although strength is the highest, that's because I'm wearing power armor. But mostly, when I started off, it was charisma and intelligence. I think we're going to go here into the perk thing so I can show you the most important skills for this character to build into starting out. So you're going to add that perception point, and you're going to get your perception of 4. You're doing that so you can unlock stuff, which is pretty important in this game, being able to unlock locks and stuff like that. And then you're going to go follow the main storyline, and eventually, hopefully, you find a bobblehead that will put your perception to 5, and then you can start putting points into Demolition Expert, which is so important for this build because you need Demolition Expert to make this successful. All right, the charisma tree doesn't have a ton of stuff in here, but obviously higher charisma makes people want to tell you stuff. It gets you better prices in the market. And then obviously we built a lot into intelligence. That's going to allow you to build up your power armor and make it better, build up your weapons and equipment and make it better. And then here's the other skill. I went past it, but you want to get just 2 points into agility. This is a non-VATS build, so you are going to get Commando and start putting points into Commando, which increases the damage of automatic weapons. So it's Commando and Demolition Expert are the 2 benchmark things you need to help this build succeed. Obviously, you're going to have a very high or maxed out charisma. Obviously, you're going to have a very high or maxed out intelligence. All right. And I want to show you why those are so important, because Spray and Pray, that's the weapon we're using, is a legendary Thompson submachine gun that, when I can get into the system here, does 15 additional points of explosive damage in an area effect for each bullet. So each bullet does 66 damage and then explodes and does 15 points area effect explosion damage, and both those are affected by the Demolition Expert and the Commando perk. So this is going to be your main weapon, and it's going to be tough to get down to Diamond City unharmed. It's going to be tough to get enough stuff to sell, to make the money to afford Spray and Pray from the vendor. But my advice to you is pick up everything you can carry and everything you can sell and make multiple trips and sell it all, except for like whatever weapon you're using. And my recommendation to you is start off with a modified automatic 10 millimeter pistol. The ammo will be easy to find, and then when you start building up those things of commando, it'll start doing more damage until you can get spray and pray. Sorry about the visual spoilers. Just ignore that. This is a built-up settlement, and there's no way around it. All right, so after you scrap everything you find in Sanctuary, you're going to move across the bridge. Pet peeve, they should let you fix the bridge. I don't know why they don't. I don't know how cars show over that thing, but you're going to want to loot everything you find and sell it if you don't have a use for it. And even at level 80, I can still find stuff that I want to keep and use like I did just there. There's going to be opportunities to find stuff and collect stuff. I would thoroughly search every location you come across. And if you can't carry it all, come back and get more stuff. Right here at the Red Rocket, which a lot of people make their player home, you're going to have the ability to team up with Dogmeat for the first time. I think you should do that, even if you don't do it long term. And there's always some nasty critters right here. And we are just going to show you, look at that. I just sprayed and prayed, and away they went. All right, so that is the beauty of this weapon. You don't need VATS. You don't need VATS with this build. There are some times in the game you're going to have to use VATS, maybe with a different weapon. But your primary weapon does not need VATS, so you don't need to put any more than a level 5 in perception and a level 2 in agility, unless you really want to. All right, so let's talk about the vendor you're going to buy spray and pray from. I would love to tell you how much it's going to cost, but I just don't remember. Right here outside Diamond City, where you're going to go as part of the main quest line, the vendor is named Cricket. She's a very distinctive lady, and this is one of the places she hangs out to sell her wares. We're going to backtrack along her path to see if we can run into her. But you're going to go to Diamond City as part of the main quest line anyway, so that's why I'm saying once you scrap everything you can find, sell everything you find at the Red Rocket and in Sanctuary, unless you want to keep it for building purposes. And you shouldn't sell everything. I mean, stuff that you're not going to use. Don't sell raw materials. I'm talking about selling clothes, selling weapons that you're not going to use. Obviously, you wouldn't need any melee weapons with this build. Sell extra armor you find, and then you're going to make your way here to Diamond City. And on the way here, you're also going to find stuff, and you can sell that too, either in Diamond City or somewhere else. But you want to get up enough money to be able to buy spray and pray. And you can see spray and pray right there. It's a Tommy gun with a suppressor on it, and it shoots explosive bullets. Right here's an encounter area. You can see there's some Brotherhood of Steel there. It's a faction in the game. But you can go down here and kind of skirt by that area, not being seen by line of sight. You can crouch down and sneak. The reason I'm going this way is because we're going to Vault 81, which is one of the other spots where Cricket stops to recuperate and stuff like that. And, maybe you wouldn't normally go here or whatever, but I like to stop here to check to see if she's here. Also because this has a bed over here, and you can take a nap and heal up if you got injured. Also as a place to cook food. She is not here. All right, so we're going to move back out here and maybe try to get into some combat situations that are a little more illustrative about how to use spray and pray. There is a blowfly just floating in the air. So again, you don't really need to use VATS, although we didn't hit him there. Here we're going to just shoot off of the building and not actually shoot the creature, and the explosions off the building killed him. Okay, so this is great because a lot of enemies in this game will rush at you, melee enemies that'll try to engage you in hand-to-hand combat or whatever, and the best thing you can do is shoot at their feet, because that way you can kind of lead them into you, and The explosions from the bullets hitting the ground will damage them and cripple them, and then they won't be able to run at you anymore.
Hesitating to pull
All
the
right.
trigger on any of the
So
combo
again,
stuff.
sorry about any quasi spoilers you're seeing in here. Whoa. Right on. Okay, well, yes. Definitely. And we're not getting involved in this. We haven't picked a side, so to speak, so we're gonna let them do whatever. There's a caravan guard, and that must mean someone is nearby. And first I was gonna go this way, but I'm gonna wait a minute, caravan guard. And we are going to meet Cricket. There she is. All right, so this is part of the path she walks on. And
Cricket. Got a hankering for melting face? Then I'm your
all right, if you have a hankering for melting face, so spray and pray will be in Cricket's inventory. I don't know how much it's going to cost anymore, and I would hesitate to tell you incorrectly. The sale value is only $757 or caps. I think it might be around. It's a multiple of two. It's either like $2,000 or $20,000. I just can't remember which. That's my guess from a bajillion years ago when I bought it. But that's where you get spray and pray from. Now, because you're a low-level character, you're not going to have a lot of money. So I know you're wondering, aside from regular vendors, where can I get a lot of ammo for my explosive machine gun? And first of all, I would tell you the key thing when you're shooting a machine gun, whether in real life, I am former military, so I know this to be true, or in this game, you want to do short bursts only, because your gun will have a tendency to walk up based on the recoil. That is probably Cricket's Brahmin in the river there. Has a tendency to walk up or walk off the target based on the recoil. So you really want to do very short bursts, unless, like me, you have a ton of ammo and you can afford to not do short bursts. So let's look at our map here. Again, this is a place you might go as part of the regular quest line. So we're going to go to this metro station, and we are going to talk about what's in here. And what's in here is a bunch of bad guys that have a lot of 45 ammo. So you're going to come here as part of the main quest line. You're going to go through this door. Unfortunately for me, all of the enemies are dead because I killed them already. So I can't illustrate how great this gun is at killing people and creatures in this game. But anyway, you're going to fight these guys, and some of them will have 45 caliber ammo and submachine guns and stuff like that. Believe me, those submachine guns are worth a lot of money, so get your companion to carry all of them. By this time, you may have traded in dog meat for another companion you can meet along the way. But basically, you're going to go down into the subway and kill these bad guys and take their guns. And so when you see these corpses without guns and without ammo, that means they had submachine guns, and the submachine guns shoot 45 caliber ammo. I took the submachine guns and sold them, and I took their ammo and used it for this gun that we have right now, spray and pray, which is the key, in my opinion, to this build. So it's a non-VATS build with a high charisma and a high intelligence. You're going to use that to build up your weapons. You're going to use that to build up your power armor if you decide to use power armor in this game, and put lots of extra stuff on it, like the HUD indicator for where the bad guys are, which you saw when we fought that bloatfly, albeit very briefly. A little diamond popped up over it. That's because I did a mod to the helmet of this armor to get that. We're looking for aluminum. It's highlighted here when I look at it, and basically you're just going to go down in here. There's the entrance to the vault, and you're going to go in there and kill these guys, and you're going to take their ammo and use it for your weapon. So literally, the more enemies there are down here, the more ammo you're going to get for your gun. Just remember, short bursts, generally aiming either center mass, or if they're rushing at you at their feet, let that explosive damage do its work, and you won't have any problems in this game. And then just do the other stuff that you're doing. Build up your character, go on quests, the side quests that interest you. The main storyline doesn't have to be gotten to right away, in my opinion. And let's hunt around here as the gloaming of the evening sets in to see if we can find any enemies so I can show you how great Spray and Pray is. And there's going to be something really funny that occurs here in a minute, so just ignore that in terms of the effectiveness of this weapon. Because somebody's going to come running out here, and I thought it was an enemy, and I started shooting at him, and it didn't really do any damage. All right, so here we found a raider. We're just going to give him a quick burst there, and he's dead. Here's the guy I started shooting at, and I'm going to really light him up. And of course, that is someone I wasn't paying attention to. He doesn't have any health left, but he is not a bad guy. So ignore that. He's mad at me because I shot him a bunch of times with explosive bullets. Also be aware that your exploding bullets will make vehicles explode and other stuff explode. As you can see, we set that truck on fire. It's probably going to explode. It does explode. So just be careful when you are getting into this that you don't accidentally blow yourself up or blow up your companion, stuff like that. But yeah, you definitely want to use Spray and Pray. Here we're going to go look for some enemies and find them. I think this video is going to run about 20 minutes, so you just want to keep putting in points into Demolition Expert and Commando whenever it's available. Other than that, just build your character as you would normally build it. Obviously, the guns and ammo you're not using, you're going to sell that and use that to buy more 45 caliber ammo. Or you're going to use it to buy rare materials like aluminum and screws and adhesive that you're going to need to help build up your settlement or build up your armor and stuff like that. The better armor needs aluminum, so I can't stress enough that aluminum is very important. Even for me, a level 80 character, I need all the aluminum I can get. All right, I think here we're going to find some bad guys, and I'm going to shoot them to show you. So, using VATS, hey, there's a mutant hound. And so I just use VATS to get my aim onto the target, and then I shoot to where VATS directed me to aim, but I don't use VATS. Okay, I just use VATS to locate the enemy. And as you can see, that was a super mutant brute and a hound that we killed very quickly and didn't even use 70 rounds of ammo doing it. And I let out a longer burst there because I'm used to how this works, but in the beginning, just very short bursts, 2 to 3 rounds, just tap, 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 tap with your finger, and you won't have those rounds walking off the target. All right, here we're going to turn on our headlamp so we can see where the heck we're going. There aren't any other bad guys in here. I was hoping there were, but there were not. So we're going to leave here. But anyway, I really hope this has been helpful. If it is, don't forget to hit that like button. And maybe someday, unlike all these tourists who just made Fallout videos because the TV show was popular and they want people watching their channel, and they had never played Fallout before that, I actually have played Fallout and Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. And so the other thing I would say before I end the video, if you like Lucy's character a lot in the Fallout TV show, play Fallout 3. If you like the Ghouls character in the Fallout TV show, play Fallout New Vegas. Now granted, those two are going to have crappier graphics and they won't be as much of an FPS as this game is. And if you liked Maximus's character, then you want to play this game, Fallout 4, because that's going to let you have a Brotherhood of Steel storyline. All right? So, but my advice is if you're playing Fallout 4, do a Charisma and Intelligence build. Going to allow you to build up that power armor or whatever kind of armor you're wearing. Going to get you a lot of cheap prices at the vendors, and it's going to give you the best gun to start the game with, Spray and Pray. Thanks for watching. And hopefully soon I can stream Fallout for you.